welcome to my video. So in today's video it will be another story time. Yeah, another story time series. So yeah, so in today's video it's gonna be my as you can see this title, I feel nervous talking about this story, but yeah, but hey, but if you're new to the channel, hi Jamie here, but my real name is Charlotte. I don't know how you guys found me, but please feel free to stay on this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you put notification up whenever I upload a new video. Yeah, so this is gonna be something I just want to talk about for a long time. Like, I ain't thought about it because I haven't thought about it up till a couple of years ago, and then so on, and then I just realised that I forgot to do this story. This is what I forgot to do about. Look, you see my lashes? Yeah, you can see my lashes. Hope my lashes are not falling off. But I had my lashes done about a week ago. I had my lashes done almost a week ago. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so this is my story time series. So yeah, so this story basically this was years ago, so basically I'm talking about 13 years ago. I'm basically gonna talk about. So if you guys have seen my videos before, you know what I went through, but if you guys haven't, so basically I went through bullying. I went through bullying, girls and boys that weren't nice to me. I went through toxic friendships and stuff like that, and even being taken advantage of by other people because of my vulnerability. But if you guys haven't seen me, but if you don't know what I've got, so basically I've got autism spectrum disorder. But what I found on my statement, on my annual review statement, that I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and learning difficulties. That's another thing I didn't realise up till when I read my statement. But I might do a video about my personal experience as a student attending the annual review meetings, which is the education, health and care plan. So I definitely would like to share about my experience as a student who needed extra support. So I would definitely do another story time video about that. So apart from that, yeah, this is gonna be story time. So this story it took place back 2009 in February during half term. So yeah, half term, 1 week break, or otherwise Valentine's week. So I actually feel nervous talking about this story because I just want to let you guys know that when you go on holiday, yeah, especially as a kid, once you meet these group of kids, or even not just kids, but even teenagers as well, you might get nice people and you may not get nice people, but the one that I'll be talking about today, it's these bunch of kids who I befriended with. Sorry guys, hold on, let me just open the window. Oh, someone just drove past. Anyway, yeah, so I feel nervous talking about this. So just to let you guys know that I'm gonna say it's like guys men should never hit women. That's the thing, because that's what I'm gonna say, because this is a story that I'm gonna share. That is also another story that's another thing that I want to share. Just let you guys know that. Just to let you guys know that men should never ever hit women. They should never hit women. Don't matter if a woman is. Don't matter, but men should never hit women. That's what they should never, and especially in school, boys should never hit girls and girls should never hit boys as well. Because, yeah, so I ain't spoke about stuff like that for ages, so I'm ready to do a story. So like I said, this took place back in February 2009. So I was in year 5 at the time, and this was about a month or 2 months before my parents split up. This was so, and this took place on holiday. So me, my parents, and my sister. My brother was up in my uncle's at the time, because obviously he didn't want to come on holiday with us this time because he was 19 years old, my brother. But I was 10 years old, and my little sister was, yeah, my little sister was about, how old was she? She was 4 at the time. And so this holiday, so basically we went to Cornwall for a week from Saturday to Saturday, and I was happy. I was excited to try something different, because we ain't been to Cornwall for years. Like when I was little, I ain't been to Cornwall for years. So sorry, so nervous talking about this. Yeah, so we stayed in this hotel by the sea where the cliffs are. So this is in Newquay, this is, and I think people who live in Newquay, or even people who have been to Newquay before, or live around Cornwall but know Newquay, but like know of Newquay, you guys know what hotel that I'm on about. It's by the sea. It's where like rocky parts are. Like it's just, it's just by the sea. It's just by the sea. It's just by the sea. Yeah. So, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous talking about this. I'm literally so nervous. I am so nervous talking about this story. But anyway, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, so this was the day when we arrived. So we left here in Brentwood. I think it must be about 8 o'clock. It's been years ago, it has. But at the time, that was when Bullied started in school. This was. So we left at 8 o'clock in the morning. Must be about 8 or something. And then we didn't get to Cornwall until about 3 in the afternoon. So it was a long drive. It was about a 6 to 7 hour drive. But as you guys can imagine, if you guys are living in Essex, London, anywhere like that, you can imagine from there to Cornwall, it's a long journey. It's an absolute long journey. And then so then we got to Cornwall, okay, and no trouble. We had zero trouble. We had. Yeah, and then after we'd been checked in, we looked around the hotel, and obviously we ain't been in the hotel for years, ever since when I was 3 years old, ever since. And we looked at there was about 2 kids clubs. So you got one for kids from 3 years old up till 8 years old, and then you got the older kids ones from 8 years old up till 15 years old. So basically like pre-teens and teenagers room. And then also next door to the kids club, there's a computer room that where we can go on a computer and just do anything. So I met this girl, I can't even remember her name, obviously I don't know her name, but she was nice. Obviously, I met her at the play area. So the play area is it's been years ago. Yeah. So yeah, met at the play area, and then we spoke, and she was about 8 years old, and I asked her where she lives, and she lives so and so on, but I can't remember where she lived. I can't remember. And then later that day, so later that day, I went into the computer room, but then there was about 3 girls, include that girl that I met at the playground. But that girl, like I said, the girl that I met at the playground, she was 8 years old, and then there was about 2 older girls. So these 2 older girls, they're about a year above me, but one of them were from Sheffield. And what these girls were doing on the computer, honestly, like, you guys remember MSN so well, like the MSN Messenger, because obviously, like, back in the day, we wasn't allowed to go on Facebook, because yes, kids back then used to lie about going on Facebook back in the day, but obviously I don't know if kids nowadays will still lie about going on Facebook. But at the time, Facebook was around, MSN Messenger was around, but Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, anything like that wasn't around, like, back 13 years ago. But what these girls were doing on the computer, they were messaging strangers, and they would say, like, nasty, and like they were taking the piss out of that person. They were, but don't you think it's wrong? Don't you think it's so wrong for kids at 10 and 11 years old think it's okay to message strangers and start taking the piss? If you were a parent, how would you feel? Please comment below. How would you feel if your 9, 10 or 11-year-old child think it's okay to message strangers and start taking the piss out of them? But obviously they were making fun about this guy, they were making fun of on the messenger, but at the time that girl had Facebook. She had Facebook, the girl from Sheffield, she had Facebook at 10 years old. But let's be honest, guys, I didn't have Facebook till I was 12. Like, literally on my 12th birthday, because everyone else was on Facebook, everyone. But obviously that's how it was back late 2000s. That's how things were like. And then they would start going through funny pictures, and then I just laughed at the pictures that they were looking at. And then when I was on the computer, and I said to the girls, look, don't you think that's funny? And then I was laughing, and they were like, that is not funny, that is not funny. But, and then next day, they talk to the girls and stuff, but the other girl was horrible. The other girl wasn't nice. Not the one from Sheffield, not the one I met at the park, but the other girl wasn't nice. She wasn't nice at all. She wasn't. And then about a few days later, the boys came, and then these are the boys that I am talking about, and they were. You're gonna wait till the end what these boys did to me in the end. So these boys, they were horrible. Obviously, there are these sort of boys that you do not want to be around with. So these 3 boys, their age, one was about 10 to 11 years old, other one was about 12, and the other boy was about 13. So the oldest one was 13. Yeah, 13. So yeah, these boys weren't nice, honestly. That there wasn't very nice boys, that there wasn't. And they did, I can't even explain, honestly. I felt I'm just, Like, these boys were horrible. They were so horrible, these boys. Yeah, and then... Yeah, and then... Oh. Alright, come on in. I need to be brave enough to do it. Anyway, so on the so there was this another girl. She arrived on the day later, but I thought she was nice. But and then a few days later that she went against me, and honestly, these kids were against me. They were, and then like this is when shit happened. So a few days later, so this was 3 days before. This was about 3 days before I was going home, and I watched on YouTube. I watched Sonic Underground. But obviously, from this out, I still love it. No judgment, but life is too short. Life is too short to watch cartoons. Like, life is too short. But yes, I'm 23 years old. I'm a 23-year-old girl. Yeah, but like, life's too short to watch cartoons. Yes, I do watch adult stuff, but also I watch cartoons at the same time. Obviously, life's too short. Life's too short to watch cartoons. But no judgment. But people can do whatever they like because we're humans and we have different interests. But yeah, so I was watching Sonic Underground on YouTube, but then I had pictures of. I showed the pictures that I had. What I was bringing. Yeah, I'll show you. How is that? Let me. Or even I can show it on the screen. Yeah. Anyway, I can show it on the screen up here. That's a picture that I brought into that computer room. And then that's when I just like to look at it. I just love looking, just like looking at a photo. But and then that's when these kids start to snatch the photo off me and just run into the teen room. Because what I mean because just remember what I said, that the teen room was from age 8 till 15 years old, pre-teens and teen room. Yeah, we'll have like table tennis and video games, stuff like that. And then these kids abused me, and they were so horrible. And one girl recorded me being abused. And then when I went to this teen room, they ripped my photo. They ripped the photo out. They ripped the pictures out. And I was upset. I was so upset. I was really upset. And then, but then the girl was still. But the girl who was filming, that was a girl from Sheffield. That was and she recorded. She literally recorded me. And then there was these boys. They would start throwing garbles at me. It really did hurt me. It really did hurt me. And how I look back now, it's not nice. And my mum came into the room, but these kids pretended that nothing happened. But my mum was checking on me if I was okay. But I know my mum didn't want me to hang around with these kids. And then they were horrible. They were literally so horrible, and like they used to say nasty things to me. So the next day, so this was the day before I went home. So most of these kids went home, most of them, but except me, the girl from Sheffield and the boys. So one day, actually one evening, I was on a computer and then the boys were saying horrible things to me, and then that's when I approached the boy, and then that's when he punched me right in the chest, and then that's when he punched me on the chest. And yeah, because I struggle to talk about this story. I actually struggle to talk about it because after that holiday, that's when bullying started. That was when bullying started in school, and that was when people in my year group. That's when some people in my year group called me a retard and say that, "Oh, Charlotte, are you a retard? You're a retard." In school. Like, that was when bullying started, that was. And then, yeah, this boy punched me in the chest, and that was a 12-year-old punched me in the chest. And then I told my dad about this, and then my dad went up to the reception and reported it, and said like, he said that, I'm gonna try to remember as I can that, can you tell these boys' parents that, about their kids, they just punch my little girl in the chest, like, that needs to stop. So next day, that was the day I went home, and so yeah, and then after I came back from holiday, that was when bullying started. So yeah, because I had a thought about doing this story time last night, because I burst into tears. I did, because I've been single for 2 years. I have, and because I kept feeling scared about if someone is interested in me, and then months down the line they'll start abuse me, bully me and stuff like that. That's what I'm worried about, because that's what I do feel scared about boys, because I don't know what their motives are, because I just feel scared. I just feel scared about going into a abusive relationship. Oh, I try not to get upset. I try not to get upset because it's very touchy. I just feel scared. I just feel so scared about boys, because my mum has been abused before. My mum, and just before, this was years before she had me. My brother's dad, which is my mum's ex-boyfriend, this was before my mum met my dad. My brother's dad did actually beat my mum, and she had a black eye. Oh, that's why, because men should never hit a woman. Men should never ever hit women. Like, oh, that's what I don't like speaking about. That's what I feel nervous about boys. That's why I feel I'd rather just to protect myself. I feel I would rather just to protect myself, because why do guys think it's okay to hit women? And especially that holiday, that holiday, why did these boys think it's okay to throw golf balls at a girl? Why do they think it's okay? Why do they think it's okay to throw golf balls at a girl, bully her, abuse her? Oh, I ain't spoken about. Oh, honestly, I ain't spoken about this story for I ain't spoken about it for ages. And but yes, I've been bullied. I have, and I've been bullied in school. I've been bullied on holiday. Another story that I did. Yeah, another story that I did about bullying on holiday, and been in a toxic friendships. Oh, I don't know why I'm always bullied. That's what I don't know why. I don't know why I'm always bullied by people. Because is it because I've got because I'm that vulnerable, and oh, I don't like being easily led. That's what I don't like. People are just, oh, there's a lot of cruel people out there. Oh my god. But it does need to stop. Honestly, this needs to stop, because honestly, like, oh, people are so horrible. People are just, there's a lot of cruel people out there. Like, why do you think it's okay for them to bully someone that is different, or someone who has got learning difficulties? That's not right. It's not right. But at the time, I was naive. I was such a naive kid. I was at the time. But as now, like, I can see any warning signs I can see, and just say it. Just stop saying yes all the time if people ask you to do things that they made you to do, or they want you to do. Just gotta say no. Like, no is an answer. But just to let you guys know that if a guy hits you, just walk away. You need to walk away. And honestly, a guy hitting a woman is not acceptable. It's not the most acceptable thing. And even in school, because if you're in school and if a guy hits you, you're like, if a guy hits you, just tell teacher straight away, because it's not acceptable. It's not. It's, if you feel like if you feel like it's a joke, if you feel like it's an accident, it's not an accident, and it's not a joke. Even men and women should never hit one another, because that is physical. That is. And anyway, I'm gonna end this story. I am, because I'm, oh, it does make me feel angry. Anyway, so yeah, so I'd like to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give a good thumbs up, and please comment down below what you guys thought. Feel free to share with your side of the story about similar stories as this, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.